Greetings, members one and all of the Salvation Nation. It is Sunday night, and we are live and in effect. As I report to you from behind this plastic microphone, we've got about 2 minutes before the markets show up over at Kitco. So in the meantime, we are going
It's not easy being the one everyone
can here. We are going to read a comment here first before we get in there. But glad you guys are here with me tonight. Let's hear. Useless knowledge says in U.S. the executive branch, primarily through the Department of Justice and its agencies, is responsible for enforcing laws. This branch, headed by the president, ensures the laws that pass Congress and interpreted by the judiciary are followed. The idea that laws don't matter when you control the enforcement highlights a critical aspect of the legal system. Enforcement is essential for the effectiveness of laws. Without proper enforcement, even the most well-intentioned laws can become toothless. That's exactly right. We need to make sure that they're followed by the law for sure. So many times we don't follow the law, or the law was grossly misinterpreted. There's been a lot of abuse of that in this government for sure, no question about it. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Glad you all are here with me tonight. Good crowd with us here as we watch the markets open up here. Let's see what's happening here and see what's going to occur. And they have opened and slightly down for the metals here. We did see silver recapture the $38 level last week. So it was nice to see after it got kind of hit back a little bit. We did see it go up to $39.70 as a high last week. Did not capture 40. Will we see 40 this week? Answer in my poll. And while you're answering that question in the poll, maybe, just maybe, you will press the thumbs up button, because if you answer the poll, that means you are signed into a YouTube account. And if you're signed into a YouTube account, you can press the thumbs up button. All right, very good. So we'll watch these. The markets are moving here tonight. Slight correction we're seeing, with gold down 40 cents on the open to $3,349.50. Silver down 6 cents tonight to $38.17. Platinum is down $1 to $1,430. And palladium is actually up $2. So it's to $12.59. So it's pretty exciting to see palladium now comfortably above $1,200 right now. There it is. All right. Let us progress here and see what we've got. With some more comments, we're going to revisit these markets, but so far they are down on the open slightly. And in some ways, it's not terribly unexpected, I think, to see that kind of movement. And we've got Helenoid says gold will chop for a while before the next leg up. Okay, from my video that I just posted, believes that gold price rally is not over, but it'll be choppy for a little while before it continues to climb. I can see that happening for sure. All right, we have got this from Kiltz Pizkin says, I don't like the copper look of American Eagles. 24 karat gold, $9.99 for me. Yes, you're not alone in that feeling for sure. And Bill Arrington says, first on this one, thank you. This is the video where I explain the difference between silver and copper and how they're weighed. Not all ounces are the same, that's for sure. Good to see you guys. Rocky Superstar is here. Welcome. Jay Monloose. Zardoz is here. Michael K is with us tonight. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you being here. Steve LaPointe and Laura Smith. Good crowd with us tonight as we check the markets and answer some of your comments. And there's 8-inch Destroyer as well. And so is Dean R. All right. Good to see you. And let's see here. We have got Carrie Taryn. Bully gold. You have to love it. I think $3,500 by the year's end. So recapturing that $3,500, Carrie Taryn says, and that is a very good possibility to happen. Yes, indeed, I think it could be. North Star Stacker is here as well. Welcome, my friend. And Nathan Brower says, my local banker was telling me yesterday that a credit card is much better than a debit card. Ridiculous, yes. Well, I tell you, I'm not a fan of either, but what the difference is debit card is just a convenient way to be able to use cash, essentially, without actually getting cash. It's money that's allocated to your account. Now, a credit card, if you can save on the fees, and you get it for the same as cash or whatever, and there's 0% APR, if you can pay it off by the end of the month, you might get rewards for it. But ideally, people will always abuse it. for sure. And it's always good to not have to do that, to be tempted. And that's just it. They appeal to human nature, and this is what the kind of debt system we found ourselves in today. North Star Stacker with the first act of kindness tonight with a super chat of $5. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, my friend. And yeah, usually Sunday night's a little bit busier, so we don't do the exercises then. But if we get through here tonight and get caught up, maybe we'll do some. But I'll save that for you for Tuesday. But thank you, North Star Stacker. Appreciate that. First super chat of the night. Everybody like that post and give him a warm thank you. So far in the poll, it's almost split there on what the on whether silver will hit $40 by the end of this week. My kitten is a grandmaster, not a huge fan of copper rounds. Kind of hard to resell for your money back. Exactly right. That's true. You're exactly right. Very hard to sell. All right. That is the only way to have a credit card. Yes, that's right, Rocky. That's right. And thank you, Jay Unleashed, for posting a link to North Star Stacker's channel. He's got a great channel. I'm good to see you guys. All right. And let's see here what we can do as we press up to Matt Bittner with an algorithmic emoticon. There. Thank you so much. And we've got the name for YouTube. We America, give me my American uncle. I demand it. I'm not sure what that means, but we'll go ahead and take it. And thank you so much. And we got John Power. We'll see $4,000 gold. I have little doubt. All right. I don't think I don't have any doubt either. It's just the question is when? When will that occur? Whoa, look at this. Rocky Superstar with a howitzer round across the bow there of 10 Salivate Metal memberships from Rocky Superstar. Thank you, Rocky. Look at that. And by the way, that's another channel you should check out. He usually does a Sunday evening chat. Always a good time there. So check out Rocky Superstar's channel. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. There it is. All right. Thank you, Rocky. Boom, Shalaka. Boom. Good to see you guys. Glad you all are here with me tonight. Shotgun Susie, Eli. Let's take a look at the markets here. And we can see that now gold has now driven back up into positive territory. It's now at $3,350.60, up 70 cents tonight. Silver is recapturing some of its losses. It is now down only 4 cents to $38.19. And we may see a positive night here for both gold and silver. We'll see, but we're watching these prices move. And so far, not a big surprise at the very beginning, but some movements in both and all the metals, really. And so platinum is down $2 and $1,429, and palladium is up $11 now. There it is. All right. Very, very good. And so there's where the markets are. Gold to silver ratio, by the way, is resting at 87.97. 87.97 there. Very good. All right. All right. And let's see here. So there's where it is. 87.97 between the gold to silver ratio. I'm watching this thing here. There it is. Good to see you guys. All right. And let us peruse our way back up through the broadcast here. As we watch these markets move, let's take a look at some comments and see what people are saying. We got Snakebite says here, Tom Love makes some nice scopes. I have one that shows awesome detail. I needed it for my old eyes. Yes, it is neat to see that. They really do a good job for sure. Kookaburra Man says, how come we have to pay credit card fees once buying gold and silver online with debit card? Debit card transactions should be treated same as sending the check. Yeah, I know. I don't understand that either. I think it's because the bank charges fees to process it, like a credit card. So if you're going to use a debit card for an online transaction, you might as well use a debit card. I mean, a credit card where you can earn points. That is one area where I would say to use a credit card. Very good. All right. Very good. Let's see here. Corn on the cob. All right. Collectors. These are some corn on the cob. Nice. Let's see here. So yeah, this little scope is pretty cool. If you've not seen this video, it's a good educational video about not all ounces are the same, silver and copper. And Cybercurrent Twitcher also has a comment about this. CCT here tonight. He may not be here. I'm not sure. Big Test Unit is here. Good to see you. So CCT says, it recently occurred to me that I may be able to connect my Tomloft to my PC and record video on that rather than downloading it and recording a voiceover. I've yet to try it, but we'll give it a go for a video soon. For anyone watching, most British silver coins that are not bullion weigh 28.28 grams, which I believe equates to a British imperial ounce. All right, very good. Thank you. That's right. Down to the decimal point there, 28.28 is a technical version here. Very good. Thank you, Cybercurtain Twitcher. There he is. He's present and accounted for. Not just present, but he's accounted for. Elliot Scott worked at bank for 15 years. Debit is 50 cents. The transaction credit cards are between 2 and 6%, depending on your business risk. Yes, but I think some of the online dealers see it like the same as for them, I think it may cost more to process. I'm not sure because I've never used a debit card, but I think they treat it like a credit card transaction between 3 and 4%, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know that for sure. But anyways, all right. Let's see here. Oh yeah, let's see here. Where are we at? Okay, we've got this comment from Shining Time Precious Metals. I don't see a new all-time high anytime soon. Okay, so he kind of thinks that we may see it stay where it is, or maybe even go down a bit. Yeah, ACH, I do too. ACH is what I do as well. No fees with that. Maria says, still on planet Earth, folks. Everyone thinks silver will be going up, but we shall see. That's right, exactly. It's good to be on planet Earth. I got a lot of flack for saying that we're going to see a somewhat of a pullback in silver's price. And so far, well, that's what's happened. Pullback. In fact, it is now down 7 cents right now to $38.16. Gold is back down now, down $2.20 to $3,347.70. Platinum is down $4, and palladium is up $4 right now. Don't see much activity for rhodium this time of night. Yes, indeed. All right. Now, Hard Knock Intelligentsia thinks we'll see $4,000 gold by the end of August. All right. Yeah, we'll see if that happens. That'd be interesting. Like I said, I think anything is possible within reason, and I could see that happening, especially if more central banks accumulate it. But I think that's been slowing down somewhat. But anyways, all right. So there's where we're at now with the precious metals markets. Everything is in the red except for palladium. Palladium is the only metal that's in the green right now. But we'll come back and see what we've got happening here. And let's see with more comments, see what you guys are saying. We have Electrum. By the way, where has Liquid Electrum been? We haven't seen Liquid Electrum in quite a while. Hope he's doing okay. He says central banks around the world continue to pay at record rates, so prices will keep rising. All right, very good. Yes, and we'll see. But they've slowed down somewhat, though, Electrum, and I mentioned that in the video. They've slowed down some of their buying. And that is the thing that I'm talking about is they're not selling this for sure, but they're not buying as much these days. Not quite as much. At least from what I've been able to gather. All right. Let's see here. Morris Monet, I have an Atmex bullion card and get 4% back for each purchase, so it wipes out the fee. Yeah, that is great that it does that. That's very cool. The Atmex bullion card, I think you can earn points on that, obviously, and that's with Atmex, which Atmex is great, but sometimes they have pretty high prices. But sometimes if there's something that you're looking for specifically, they may be the only ones that have it. All right, let's see here. No word on gold check, nothing yet. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. All right, let's see here. Appreciate you guys being here with me tonight. I've got a little poll here on the chat side if you can check out. If you're interested in partaking in that poll, just over half of you think that we may see $40 silver by the end of this week. And let's see here. Hill Cracker Stacker weighing a real bullet, another form of precious metal. Exactly right. Copper jacketed lead. That's right. Thank you. Little surprise in there with a little bonus. That's what that bonus was about. Yes, indeed. It was fun. It's fun to do. All right. Then we've got Master Blaster says, yes, I trust the government. All right. I think that's a little sarcasm there. By the way, if you've not seen this, several people have asked me to do it. I think I'm the only channel that has covered the new money revolution from the debt clock people. It's a PDF that they had done, a 34-page PDF. I went through all of it. So I hope you will check that video out when you get a chance. Oh, they got fair gold back prices. That's great. Very, very good. All right. Let's see here. And, yeah, good stuff indeed. By the way, channel sponsor is Summit Metals. They have a growing selection of precious metals. I think they also carry the Florida goldbacks. And there's a special going on right now. If you use the code Summit Salivate Silver, and let me get that for you right here. It is Summit Salivate Summer. I'm sorry, Summit Salivate Summer for $10 off orders $500 and above until July 31st. So you can still take advantage of that special for $10 off $500 and above for any item at all or a group of items. Isn't your whole order $10 off at Summit Metals. Summit Salivate Summer. All capital S's. The S's are capitalized and the words run together. So there that is. All right, we have got now, with this, we've got Michael K. The price has not even started yet. Don't fool yourself. Watch what they do, not what they say. That's right, exactly. And I keep an eye on it. I can see that going out very good. All right, Michael K. has made an order of the Salivate Metal Round. That's awesome. Congratulations. Very, very cool. It's coming soon. Yeah, it is a tongue twister, John Knox. Indeed, I don't want to get it wrong. Whoa, Silver Paws 22. Thank you, Silver Paws, a $5 super chat. Very kind of you, sir. Very kind of you indeed. All right. Silver Paws 22. Thank you, sir. All right. All right, let's see here. And let's see here. Paul 20 on this video about the from the debt clock to the new money revolution. Yes, indeed. From the debt clock people, a really cool graphic novel, essentially, of what's going on, the history of the enslavement of the system that we've got here. He says, it's all so tiresome. No one is waking up. That's the problem. I've had to take a break listening to channels like this and political channels because no one is getting arrested and no one's waking up. The illusion of the dollar is devastating. Well, the thing is that, you know, if I had a perception of what it is, of course, the number of people, you know, this channel is a very slow growing channel, but I do it anyway because if I can reach 1 or 2 people a month, that's great to convert them over. And I have seen people convert over to precious metal, just getting into them. And so it's nice to see some of those people pop over. So that's great. It's worth it for that. That's for sure. Hey, nice. CCT bought a 1/4 ounce gold, the most I've ever paid. I checked Summit, and even with your code, it was still cheaper at APMEX. Really? Wow. That's crazy. They're usually more expensive. Yeah, it's only on certain products. There's certain products that they can be competitive. I think the whole market is kind of changing and what they can get it for. So, yeah, they're not always going to have the best deal, but they're going to have good customer service and fast shipping. So, yes, indeed. APMEX was sending half gold backs with every order for the past few months. I got 6 of them. Nice. Congratulations, Kookaburra, man. That's awesome. All right. And let's see here. And we've got this from Neil's Han Dynasty. Buy silver, platinum, and crystallized osmium. Yes, indeed. Good stuff. Gold's not mentioned in that list there for him. And Ali Suzan says here, Jesus did display anger when he cursed a fig tree for not having any figs when he was hungry. The tree died. All right, yeah, I have to look at that story when he was in the desert being tempted in the wilderness. It very well could be the case. Good to see you guys here. Silver Heist is here. F-37 Metal is here. Bear Brain is here. Up the volume. Okay, let me see. I cannot hear you, Sal. Let me check my volume. Let me see what we've gone on here. Hold on a second. See where it is. Sometimes it gets out of whack. Okay, no, it's back up. It's pretty much up where it needs to be. Let me see my levels here. I've got so many different windows up in here. Yeah, it's up where it is. It's kind of where it normally is. So maybe check your device settings for your volume. Maybe your master volume. See if that'll help. But let's see here what we've got with the markets, shall we? What is gold and silver doing right now? Gold is down. Let me just do this. Let me pull this over. I realize we're cutting off some of the material here. Gold is down $3.60 tonight, $3,346.30. Silver down 8 cents now, 38.15. And the platinum is down 4. Very good, down 4. Mark Razor, all right, very good. Thank you. Good to see you guys. Dean R is here. Appreciate you guys. Shotgun Susie is here as well. And so there it is. So there's where the markets are. Palladium has been stubborn. It's been the only metal that's been in the green tonight. It is up $12 right now. Crazy. That's right. Yep, Greg Olson, that's right. And Summit Metals has a good spot deal for first-time customers too. 5 ounces of silver at spot for first-time customers as well. Yeah, most dealers do have that. And let's see here. Let's peruse our way up here to Russell Ream. Says here about this. If my government is talking about new money, I better start checking my pockets. Gold and silver are the only alternatives that kept the corrupt in line. Now they just press, print, and walk out of the room. Sounds like another scam or angle to keep them in power. Be safe. Keep stacking. Yeah, well, there's some other checks and balances on this. It's not just based on precious metals, but precious metals are a part of it, 10% of it. So check out the detailed plan that they have in place there. That is something that could work, but it's obviously going to take a lot to make it happen. No question about it. Maybe even a convention of states. And J. Paleologos says here on the video from this morning, it is said, let me get over this. He says, it is said that the real motivation behind the sinking of the Titanic was to dispose of those who were opposed to a central banking system. Interesting. I've not heard that theory. Big test unit, recent video, not sure which it was. Embarrassed, but you had hinted at holding off on SLV. Did I misinterpret that? If so, my bad. Well, I've never invested in SLV. I don't have any, I do not fault anybody for buying the ETFs, but I've never done it. All right, Brian, as a new silver stacker in 2025, should I stack only 1 ounce silver? Is it worth collecting quarter ounce or fractional with it being a benefit? Is there any? Many different opinions. Well, Brian, fractional silver, new stuff is usually very difficult to find with low premiums. New stuff, you're never going to find them with low premiums, especially from the mints or bullion that are going to pay a lot more. So it's better off just to get the 1 ounce size. You're from the United Kingdom, but you may also consider finding some of the old spending silver from your country as a fractional. That's typically going to be much lower premium. But as far as modern fractional stuff, avoid that like the plague. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Master Blaster, copper better be careful. If zinc shows up, they could both be charged with battery. That's right, exactly. True that, Master Blaster. But boom, I love it. That's great. N.R. Walsh says, hey Sal, are you still a big Trump fan, or do you see the writing on the wall now? Still a big Trump fan. Obviously, there are some things I don't like that he's done. I think he's handled the Epstein thing absolutely horribly. And, there's other areas where I think he may have compromised too much. I think the big, beautiful bill, he should not have compromised on the no tax on tips and the no tax on Social Security. There should not be any sunsetting of those or caps on those. It's ridiculous that stuff is in the legislation. It's absolutely ridiculous. And obviously the debt, adding to the debt, and even, cutting, really need to cut back spending. This rescinded package that they did was pretty good, but I'm still a Trump fan. and I still think he's far better than if Kamala Harris was to become president. So, and I think his handling of Russia Ukraine has been fair, and he's he's doing the best he can under that circumstance and situation. So yeah, and he's done. I think what he did with Iran was absolutely awesome. That was absolutely badass. All right, Jade says regarding 259, the design of the 2013 silver bullion round is based off the capped bust Liberty coins of the United States chief engraver William Kinesis from 1807. Thank you for the backstory behind that. It is a cool designed round for sure. It's awesome. All right. Wait, what compromise and no tax on tips did I miss on that one? Okay, well, Ben, so hopefully you heard my explanation of that. That was an absolute travesty how they did that. It's people that work hard. I think it's only, by the way, on cash tips, which not many people are paying. Not many people are paying taxes on that stuff anyway on the cash. It's not on credit card tips, and it's capped at like $5,000 or $6,000 a year, and it runs out in a few years too. I think it sunsets in 2028. So it's ridiculous. It's a watered down, and it's crazy when your competitor copies you and says, "Hey, I'm going to say no tax on tips too." Then go all in on it. Come on now. And anyway, so that's just a little pet peeve. I mean, those are things. And I understand compromise. You got to compromise. You're working with 435 different House members and 100 senators, each with different ideas of what should be in it or not. And but nonetheless, there's some disappointments there. But again, some of this stuff maybe could be corrected with other legislation. And if some say that this Genius Act that's been come out still opens the door if the Senate strips out the measure to prevent a CBDC, it could open the door to a CBDC if that measure is not taken out. But anyways, that's another thing. All right. Let's see here. Leovener 1011 says here, copper makes little sense to me. If you buy it, it is expensive, but the scrap price is $5.60 a pound. That's 16 ounces, but not troy ounces. So anyone who stacks copper is not getting any value buying or selling. I have been stacking, but not around scrap, wire, etc. Everything is copper, much like silver. Microscope is fantastic. Love it. Yep, you're right, Leo Vernier. You're exactly right. I only buy some of the copper round just because I like them. I know I'm not going to get much back out of them. Yes, indeed. Hello, Jason. Good to see you. Welcome, Jason. And let's see here. We've got the tribe. The tribe says, on the other hand, gold hoarders were an issue for keeping adequate services or reserves. Then the Emergency Banking Act of 1933 created the new money eligible paper backed by the mortgage on all land and property owned by the people. All right. Yes, indeed. Very good. Oh, Zardoz had just sent a Salivate Metal membership, and Luke got one. Way to go, Zardoz. Thank you, my friend, for sending that out. Very good. Let's get over here to transformations. We, the people, need a way to sign a petition for this to be implemented and signed by the president. Yes. Well, I think that's going to take probably a little bit more than that to have it happen. But that would be a good start for sure to get a petition out there. All right. Let's see here. We've got Daniel Bast says here, I told my local dealer that when I could drag my grounding rods and copper wire in here to sell, I'll consider buying. Because he sure wasn't turned down a 4-foot rod of silver and gold. That's for sure. Exactly right. Whoa, 8-inch Destroyer. He has just sent 5 Salivate Metal memberships across the bow. Very, very cool. Way to go, 8-inch Destroyer. For receive one of those from him, give him a warm thank you. A gift to you guys in hopes that you may carry it on next time. Yes, indeed. All right, let's take a look at the markets now. It's been a little while. We can see that they're stabilizing around the areas where they're at down $2.20 for gold to $3,347.70. Silver is down 6 cents to $38.17. Platinum is down $2 right now to $1,429. So there it is. All those metals down, and palladium is now up at its lowest level tonight. It's pulled back some of its gains, but it is still up $9 to $12.66. Very, very good. All right. You guys are great. Let's see here. Where are we at? Let's move on through. We have got Noel Elkim says here about the new money. Is the new money going to wipe out the old money? Looks like that way to me. A lot of rank and files are going to be wiped out. Yes, I think so. Definitely kind of a reset of the situation from what I understand is going to be occurring. Whoa, look at this. Zardoz is keeping the train a-rolling with 5 more Salivate Metal gift memberships. Very kind of you. Zardoz, right there, right on piggybacking with 8-inch Destroyer. Way to go, Zar. You were the man. There's Carrie Taryn is with us tonight. Tom Larson is here as we peruse our way through. Looking at the markets, and let's take a look at the markets again. Yep, everything is down slightly, but just over half of you who have partook in the poll believe that we are going to see silver get to $40 this week. So there's still some bullish sentiment out there. They're not giving up hope on $40 yet. It's going to be a big move to make that happen. But hey, you think about it, we're just about $1.12 or $1.90 or 83 cents away, if my math is correct, $1.83 away from $40. That's not that much considering how quickly the markets have moved. Yeah, Zardoz is on fire. So is 8-inch Destroyer. You guys are great. Very good. So there's where it is now. Dilly Dog, boom! He's keeping the train a-rolling with 10 Salivate Metal memberships from Dilly Dog. Look at that. Wow. Look at them go out. They're being rolled out right at this very moment as I speak. Look at that. Thank you. Crazy, crazy. All right. So there's where the markets are right now. Palladium now just jumped up $10. It was down up like 6. No, I'm sorry. It was up 9. Now it's up $16. Look at that for palladium. $12.73. Look at that. All right, let's take a look and see what Frank Garcia has to say on the video that I just posted before coming live here not long ago. It says this. Frank Garcia says, we will not see a rate cut until September. He had already said that until he sees what happens August 1st. Okay, yeah, that makes sense for sure. Yep, very, very good. I think you're probably right about that. I agree. Well, Zardoz with 5 more. Man, this might be the train will go as long as it keeps going. We've never seen a gift membership train go all the way to the end. Here, we'll see what happens. Of course, if I stretch this thing out, it would go way about. I got a small window here, but very, very cool. Nice. All right. Let's see here. What do we have happening here? Mark B is with us tonight. Yes, indeed. Welcome, Mark B. A lot of good folks here with us as we peruse our way through here. It did not. There it is. Now it posted. See you soon, says Dean R. That's right, Dean R. He knows the deal. He's with us tonight. Good, thank you, Dean R. And watch these markets move. A little bit of a downward trodden, but not by a whole lot. They're, gold is now down just $1.60 tonight, $3,348.30. Whoa, look at that. Oh, my goodness gracious. 8-inch Destroyer with 5 more Salivate Metal membership. Boom, look at that. Almost across my entire window where I've got this thing docked here. It's crazy. I'll show you. This is what it looks like on my screen. Hold on a second here. If I can get my mouse back. That's what it looks like. But see, if I do this, then then if I do that, see what I mean? It's like, it's weird. I don't know. It's like, I don't know when they're going to come down. Oh, the one just came off of the first one. All right. But anyway, very good. Welcome, Laurie Smith is here. Good to see you. Let's pull that back over here. All right, you guys are awesome. Thank you, guys. All right. Going off the scale of a crazy train. Those are rails, but trails, rails, scales, it matters not. We're still here. Yeah, the market's not a whole lot happening in the markets, but we're going to try to keep you guys interested. Even if I have to sing for you. No. Now we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. All right, Silver Scientist, I'm getting your notifications on new videos kind of late. YouTube hates me. I'm sorry. That sucks. Well, Silver Scientist, one thing's for sure. If you know my schedule, I'm a creature of habit. I'm a habitual creature. And that means that I post right around the same times every day. Does anybody know my regular schedule for posting videos and live streams? If you do know it, type it in the comments here, or type it in the chat. I'm curious to see if you guys know what it is, because I'm a pretty regular guy. Yes, indeed, that's right. I don't even need any X-Lax for that to be the case. Okay. Good evening to Signed Book Collector. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see here. And we've got there, Jackson says here, I find a good idea to check at spot before I title a video like this. Just saying, things still look pretty strong to me. We'll see at 6 o'clock when things open back up stateside. Let's be clear, another dip wouldn't bother me. I'm now thinking about dips like blue light specials. I know what you mean, Jackson's. And by the way, I do check spot price. I'm very keen to the markets when they happen. Very good. All right. And so yes, indeed. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying here about when I post. All right. These are Eastern times, by the way. Eastern times. Give me Eastern times, because I don't know if you're giving me times. I don't know what you've got here. Let's see here. Sell, I don't join because they track by memberships. What do you mean, Don? They track by memberships. Let's see here. All right. 2 p.m. West Coast time. All right, you're close. Okay, let me see here. You guys are, let's see here, Sunday live, Tuesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. That's right. For the live streams, that's exactly right. Silver Heist, you got it. And let's see here. All right, so yeah, those are the live stream times. What about the video times? Give me Eastern time. You skip mine. I'm not here. What did you say, Collector? 81225. 81225. Nope. But yeah. I don't know if you're Central time. You got one of those times right if you're Central time. Let's see here. All right. Bill 45 season at breakfast. Very good. All right. Look out. Here we go. Videos every day. That's right, Morris. Videos every day. Twice a day. And at 9:30 Eastern time and 5 Eastern time. 9:30 Eastern time and 5 Eastern time. So if you know that schedule every day, that's about when I'm going to do it. It may be off a minute or two. But yes, indeed. But that is it. That's right. 5 p.m. Eastern time, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Those 2 times a day. Gold Maple is here. Good to see you. So let's see what we've got. Let's do one more, and then we'll take a look at the markets. Ominous Rooster on the video from this morning. If you've not seen it, I hope you will check it out. Well, Don Frias, I hate to break it to you, but if you're signed into YouTube, you're already being tracked. You already are being tracked. So just you having a YouTube account and your name there. In fact, I hope that's not your real name. But yeah, they're already tracking you. Even if you don't sign up, honestly, even if you don't sign up for a Google account, they're tracking you anyway. I hate to say it, but anyways. Thank you, Elliot Scott. Have a good evening. Red Fi Ray, good to see you. Red Fi, welcome. So Ominous Rooster says, wow, great information on the beginning of money to current times. I saw that the Congress has blocked CBDCs. Not sure if that will make it to the White House, so crypto stuff doesn't sit well with me either. Think it's a scam, keep stacking PMs. Yeah. Well, what will the Senate do? We don't know what the Senate is going to do with the Genius Act. We hope that they... So we'll see what happens there. All right. Very, very good. Chad Wolf is here. Good to see you. And Hillcracker Stacker says, I'm curious what is meant by electronic silver and gold. Well, basically, it means that you can get it electronically through a card or through an account, and it is something that is supposed to be backed by actual silver and gold, and it's a transaction digitally that can be translated into dollars in that case. So there you go. All right. Very good. Let's see what we've got moving up here. Across the way, we've got Carrie Taryn on this video from this morning. It's a longer one, but it's worth checking out because I go through pretty in depth. Several people have asked me about it. I just finished picking my garden, and I'm going to have to start canning this year soon. We need to bring back Victory Gardens. Made sun-dried tomatoes the last 2 days. They taste great. I won't buy or eat any tomato not grown from my own garden. Place an order for silver. Spot some half-ounce rounds. Can't wait to get them. A lot of people need to wake up the crap for happening around them and start voting accordingly. Take back the power. Prepare for the second coming. It won't be long now. It has to be one of your longest videos. How many watched to the end? Viva la revolution. Yeah, probably not as many, but hey, we did anyway. Ominous Rooster, by the way, is here. He's popped in with 5 Salivate Metal gift memberships. Thank you, Ominous Rooster. Very kind of you, sir. He's a channel member himself for a year now. Thank you so much, Ominous Rooster. Very, very kind indeed. All right. Yes, Rip Connie Francis, talented singer. And let's see what the markets are doing now. We can see that they are down $1.50 for gold, down 5 cents for silver. Palladium is the only metal that's up $17. Platinum is down too. Thank you, Culture of Currency. Appreciate that, my friend. And Culture of Currency does it way better for those bullion videos. So check him out. All right, let's see here. And let's get over here to Lulu Lucky. Sorry, Sal, but I much prefer Bald Guy's pronunciation of Avodoporus. Oh, man, I wonder how he pronounces Avodoporus. Is it Avodopois? Avoir pour de pois? Avoir de pois? It's a French term, so likely he's pronouncing it correctly and I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. All right. Very good. Oh, thank you, Neil K. Likes the 2-ounce Salivate Metal rounds. Very cool. All right. Let's see here. All right. Laurie Smith is here. Good to see you guys. As we peruse it right through here, Johnny B is with us tonight. Good to see you. All right. So, a name for YouTube on this video from this morning says the following. I wonder why the Zimbabwe example is the one that sticks out, especially when it is so much lower of an amount than Germany. Why do you think that is? Well, technically, it is higher than Germany's. It is the second largest inflation crisis in the world history. The first one was from Romania, I believe, or Bulgaria, one of those two places. But that one's not talked about. That's the as far as the actual the amount, the largest dollar amount, anyways. 8-inch Destroyer has just sent 5 more Salivate Metal gift membership. Man, wow. Thank you, 8-inch Destroyer. Appreciate that, my friend. I think I might change my YouTube account to 5-inch Depleter. What do you think about that? Maybe in honor of 8-inch Destroyer, I'll create an account, or I'll change my account to 5-inch Depleter or 4-inch Depleter. Let's see here. Mr. Dreams, at the next run, I think it's around January, a transition of billions towards gold will make it jump overnight to 4K. What do you think? Not heard anything about that happening, Mr. Dreams. Don't know anything about that. But let's see here. Now we've got this from Gary Croft on my video, the most popular bullion silver coins revealed. These videos don't get very many views, but I like to do them anyway from time to time. But like I said, Culture of Currency does them even better. All right. Let's see here. And he says here, in the UK, the most common stacked silver coin is a Britannia because it's capital gains tax exempt, although it does carry a 20% value added tax as does any silver coin. I don't think that's true. I don't think they get a VAT. According to Cybercurrent Twitter, I think they're exempt from that, from the VAT as well, if you buy them brand new, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's see here. Gold coins, on the other hand, are value-added tax exempt, and gold Britannias and sovereigns are also exempt from capital gains. There's a way to avoid the 28% value-added tax on silver coins, and that's to buy pre-owned coins. Then the 20% only applies to the premium and not to the silver itself. All right, very, very good. And let's see here. Let's see. All right. Well, thank you. Great culture of currency. That's awesome. Very, very cool. And let's take a look at the markets again, shall we? They are reacting tonight to the downside. Where the downside goes, gold and silver, but it's only slightly down, not by much. It's not much to be to get our panties all up in a bunch. Gold down $1.60 to $3,348.30. Silver down 4 cents, $38.19. Platinum down $1, $1,430. Palladium up 7 now. There it is. So there it is. All right, very good. I think that's the lowest gain we've seen for palladium tonight. And you know what? You are partaking in this poll. By the way, I'm curious. Somebody let me know. We have 295 votes in the poll. How many thumbs up do we have now? Because the question was a two-parter. Did you hit the like button too? And will silver get to $40 by the end of the week? 57% of you say yes. 296 votes. How many thumbs up do we have? Because I can't see without refreshing this thing. I'm going crazy. All right. Okay. CCT says silver Britannias are not VAT exempt, but they are indeed capital gains exempt. I only buy VAT free. Okay. Thank you. Secondary market ones. Well, that's crazy. All right. So thank you. Carrie and Dean R. are reporting 180 thumbs up and 297 votes. So, yeah. Something. There's something. Some people just don't like to press that thumbs up button anyways. All right. Very good. Let's do this. Angel Eyes is here. Good to see you. And let's get some of this action happening here tonight. Now silver's down a nickel. All right. Let's get over here and see what we've got from Mr. Todd Delore. Mr. Todd Delore. I don't know how to pronounce that. I wish it would do the actual YouTube account names, not the handles. I hate that they switched to that. All right. Mr. Todd, the CoinScope are all made in China, and Temu sells them at a quarter of the price as Amazon. Now, but Temu takes a bit longer to get. Okay, interesting. All right. Yes, that's right. They are Chinese made. All right, very good. Let's see here. Very good. All right. We are next on the list, says Michael K. on this, for the debt clock to new silver money. But the thing is, we can always declare our independence. Yes, indeed, we can. By holding gold and silver. Yes, indeed. Dean R. says, I learned something new today. Who says an old dog can't learn a new trick? There you go, Dean. That's right. Well, thank you for checking that out. I appreciate that. Silver and copper, not all ounces are the same. A little bit of a bonus there you might enjoy as well, too. You guys are awesome. Hagar Northman, steady central bank buying will keep prices from falling too much. That's right, exactly. And if they got to be steady, and I've not heard the latest on how much they're still buying, but I think it's slowed down to some extent. I think that's why the price of gold is not really just kept creeping up, but it will definitely keep it from falling too much. Indeed, you're right. Dad's Junk says this here, says, Eagle is number 1, and the number 2 is a Libertad in my heart. I will say I'm not a fan of the clipped Eagle as the new ones, but I also like the older Libertad design. Has the St. Gons look to it. Yes, it does. Better than one today. I agree. I like the older design as well. I agree with that completely. And I love the smaller diameter and the edge lettering. Boom. I love those old Libertads. I got a roll of them unwrapped, by the way. Tucson Bubba is here for Sal's Beer and Chip Fund. Thank you. A $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Tucson Bubba is the man. Good to see Water the Possibilities is here as well. He's got a cool channel. Check him out. Very good. Let's see here. Gates 9383 says this. Lots of folks saying 20K gold to pay down this deficit. Yeah, I guess if you were to equate what the gold's price would need to be to pay down the deficit or the debt, really is what you're talking about, then yes, for sure. Yes, Coins A to Z, they do allow me to keep it for the review. Yes, indeed. They do. All right. And, let's see. Master Blaster says, all metals going up tonight 1 to 3% because I say so. Well, Master Blaster, let's take a look. Will it work? Will you be able to blast them to the upside? So far, it's not been the case, but hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened, and sometimes they happen right after this broadcast ends. It's typically been the case. I think it happened last week. But yes, they didn't go up, but it's still early in the night, so you could still be right. But there it is. All right, very good. And let's see here. Gen X Collectibles is here tonight. He says he doesn't think 20K will be enough to cover the debt. It may not. Maybe it is just the deficit. Yeah, probably would have to be a lot more for the debt. All right, very good. All right, let's see here. Thank you, PC Coinstar, for watching this video. Always appreciate your continued viewership. Roy 19120. Is the gold price rally over? Is the question I ask in this video. It seems as if $3,333 may be the new support level. I know, I tell you what, it's crazy. We've seen that so many times. Nothing but threes across the bow there. Very good. All right. Let's see here. True that. And we can only hope, says 420 Stacker on this. Yes, indeed. We can hope. Keep hope alive. That's right. Keep hope alive. That's exactly right. Let's do it in here. And let's go back. Why? Just for the fun of it. I just want to see. Man, palladium has been all over the place, but always to the plus side. It was up $7. Now it's spiked up $12 from then until now, up 1.54% to $1,276, up $19. Platinum is down 3 tonight to $1,428. Silver is down 6 cents to $38.17. Very good. All right. And gold is down $2.50, $3,347.40. So there's where it is now. Gen X Collectible, yeah, I don't know. That has happened to a handful of people. I'm not sure why. I've heard of a explanation from YouTube before about that when I've inquired about it. They said that if some of your people, your subscribers, to get kicked off being subscribed to your channel, it could be that they're subscribing to too many other channels. I don't know if that's the case with you or not, but I appreciate your subscribing again. It really means a lot. Hopefully we'll do that. I don't know why. Other than that, I've not seen any other explanation as to why that happens. But I'll tell you what, I did this past week, I did several non-controversial videos and with very few thumbs down, and I lost like 7-8 subscribers. And I know that a lot of that has been happening where people are getting kicked off, and I'm not sure why. And it could be that if you don't watch for a while, but I'm pretty sure that the most of my subscribers don't watch anymore. Believe it or not, this channel is that old. I've cycled through several different audiences in my time on this platform. It's kind of interesting to see how I have very, very few who have been with me for the duration. Very, very few. But Gen X Collectibles, I hope you will stick around, and I'm sorry that happened to you. Gen X Collectibles, by the way, has a channel as well, and he's really good at numbers and analytics. So I don't know if he still does those videos, but check him out. Yes, indeed. All right. And let's see here. All right. And we've got there, Jeff Smith says, melting down of silver coins or other, hold on a second here, or other small amounts, turning them into 1,000-ounce bars only helps stackers. When the time comes that some folks come into the silver market, there will be far less smaller denominations available and the price will soar. Additionally, the market is so saturated, then why hasn't the price dropped precipitously to the on the 1,000-ounce bars? A lot of someone's are hovering up all these new 1,000-ounce bars and still wanting more. As the silver price is sort of stagnant right now, that would be it if there was no market for large bars. Yeah, it's a strange situation. Pretty much the exact opposite of what happened in 2021, 2022. All right. Very good. And thank you to James Unleashed for posting a link to Gen X Collectibles channel. You guys are great. Thanks for being here with me tonight. And we've got Pomeray. Says this. Let me get over here. Says, I guess the Tomlov can help with fakes as well. What is the relationship between the different copper products like the pure coin and the currency coppers and the base copper price? Well, there is no relationship because the manufacturing costs are so big on the copper products. Obviously, Lincoln cents is a different matter, but your best bet is to stack Lincoln cents and buy copper rounds for your enjoyment. But with copper trading at like 35 cents an ounce and you paying $2 for one of those copper rounds, you're way underwater with those. It's not wise to stack those. All right. All right, let's see here. Let's revisit the markets, shall we? What are the markets doing right now? All right, gold is down $2.60 right now to $3,347.30, notably still above the 33.33 mark. Silver is down 3 cents to $38.20. Platinum is down $1 to $1,430. Palladium is up almost $20 now, up 19 bucks right now. There it is. All right. Yes, indeed. Very good. And let's get over here to J. Polygos says this. I have a graded NGC 1 ounce silver kangaroo from 2010. It has a different design on the front than the one Sal showed in his video. Graded NGC silver kangaroo must have been a commemorative coin because they didn't make the bullion ones. So very well could be that was the case. But that was not a bullion coin. All right. 79 is here. Welcome, 79. Good to see you. And let's see here. Marcus Homa on the video that he did this morning, if you guys get a chance to check it out, from the debt clock to the new money revolution. He says, Professor Sal, great show today. We never learned that in school. Just start a savings account and compound interest and you'll be a millionaire by age 50. Silver's king, so you young people stack on. That's right, exactly. Ram Roo coin, Royal Australian. Yeah, that's right. Royal Australian Mint. Yes. And that's exactly right. Thank you. Lulu Lucky is here. 219 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was very late in noticing 79. It's extremely late. I hope nobody points that out. I hope nobody rubs that in my face, by the way, that I was very late in recognizing 79. So far, she hasn't been offended by it. I've not seen anything to say to that effect, so I think I'm good. I think I'm in the clear. But anyways, all right, very good. All right, glad you guys are with me tonight. Markets indeed are alive here. Look at that. But down slightly. But this is not a huge drop right now at the beginning of the night. Gold's only down $1.30. Silver's only down 3 cents, $38.20 tonight. So there it is. And platinum is down $1. Palladium is up $19 and holding. $19 and holding. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. All right. 79 is watching me. There you go. Right. She's watching me. I always feel like 79 is watching me. And I get no privacy. No hey-ho. I couldn't hit that real high note, but there's Dilly Dog is still with us. There's Dilly Dog. Appreciate you again. All right. And now palladium is up $18. So there it is. Okay. Is there actual evidence of any of this happening? Well, it's a proposal. There's no evidence of it happening yet. It's a proposal. It's something they've been talking about for a long time, but no actual real proposal. I mean, no actual real concrete evidence that it's going to move in that direction. Let's see here. Okay, Mellow G. I started stacking 1 ounce copper rounds a few years back when most usual stackers, patrons of coin shops, still looked at them like they were just some cheap novelty. I have lots now. Well, Mellow G, I don't usually come out this strong and say it, but you're making a huge mistake. And you made a huge mistake when you bought them a few years back. Because a few years back, and like I'm talking about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, if you paid $1 for one of those 1 ounce copper rounds, you are paying way, 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 that I mean way too much. Now, if you're collecting them because they're companion pieces for a silver round, or you just like the designs of them, that's great. No problem with that. I have a collection of them too. But I have a stack of them. But the problem is, I'm not going to get back in the money that I put into them to this day, especially when adjusted for inflation. So I would encourage you to stop stacking copper unless you can get scrap copper for really, really cheap, or pre-82 cents or pre-83 cents, and the 82 cents that are copper. So Mellow G, strongly advise you to stop stacking copper. Yes, indeed. All right. There's B. Taylor's with us tonight. Good to see B. Taylor. All right. We've got Dan Rumble. The only copper bullion I keep are Zombucks, but I have them all so far, and that's in collecting them. That's exactly right, and that's a good way to do it. I have a couple of copper companion pieces too that I enjoy, and I enjoy copper. I do like it, but I would never stack it up, or I'd never buy it thinking that I'm going to, as a preservation of wealth. I have a copper stack. I've done a full copper stack video, I think, or close to it. But I know that having that was a mistake to buy all that stuff as a stacker. All right. Bill Sonderquist here has this to say. Let me get over here. He says, started stacking in January. First year goal was 100 ounces of silver and a half ounce of gold. I have 56 ounces of silver, so looking good. I have 100 gold backs. Need a 10th ounce of gold for each of the last 4 months. Social Security and Union retirement start in September, and still able to work and have no debt. So things are looking good. All right. Good job. Way to go. That is awesome. And that's awesome. Really good progress for that for that first 6 months here of stacking. Cybercurrent Twitcher, I put copper coins in my garden fountain to stop the algae. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that copper could do that. That's pretty amazing. My Carrera is here. Very, very cool. Nicely done. Morris Benet here says the following: a nice price drop would suit me just fine. Me too. I'm a buyer. Some stackers are pretty silly. I see folks looking to accumulate yet cheer higher and higher prices. Yeah, and the thing is, Morris, I'm sort of in the middle of that. I cheer high prices because it's doing what we hope it would do in these times. But I also want lower prices so I can accumulate more. So it's a two-sided coin, pun intended. Mario, welcome. Hello. Good to see you. And let's see. Okay. Let's get this thing moving out here and see what we've got. With Lori Smith, who made a comment on the 5 most popular silver bullion, or 5 popular. I didn't rate them per se. These are not a rating. Well, the top 5. My top 5, I guess you would say it is a rating. But anyway, it's the most popular silver bullion coins. I thought that the Krugerrand would have been on your list. At my local bullion dealer, it's $2 cheaper than a 2025 silver maple. I know that price doesn't always make something better, having a Sunday slurp. But yeah, the reason why I didn't use the Krugerrand, several people have mentioned that. Why didn't you put the Krugerrand in there? It is still a new enough silver bullion coin. It was first minted in 2017 as a special issue, and then in 2018 it became a regular. but is not fully really made its way as a low-cost option compared to the silver kangaroo. So because of that, it's just not quite there yet. They do milk spot as well, and I do like the Krugerrand. I think that's a good coin on the list, but I still think it's not quite caught on in popularity yet. I think that's the difference. And maybe it will. In other words, the kangaroo is much more popular than the Krugerrand, from what I've been able to see. Tom Sanders, Sal, you forgot the kookaburras. No, I didn't forget the kookaburras. I purposely did not mention those as the most popular bullion coin. The Libertad is a spectacular coin. I owned some low mint years and just bought 5 BUs that look terrific. See, the kookaburras I consider better bullion. Those are better bullion pieces. They're not as mass produced as the kangaroos and the other coins I mentioned here. And one can make the argument that would be the same for the Libertads, but the Libertads fluctuate in such a way. And that's why I was somewhat reluctant to put the Libertads on the list because of that, because they're higher premium as well too, but they're not really better bullion. The kookaburras and the other Perth Mint stuff are in a world of their own and are not really considered anything more than a... I know, I don't like to use the term semi-numismatic because pretty much everything is numismatic. I did a video about that, about everything being numismatic, but anyways. All right, let's see here. Yes, I'm flipping a coin. I bet you can't guess what coin I'm flipping, but I'm going to let you guess. I do give you permission to guess what coin I just flipped. Yes, indeed, I did. Informative video. Thank you, Sal. Thank you, Dennis Niemeyer. I appreciate that. Now, let's take a look at the markets again. Shall we just for gits and shiggles? Boom, shalaka, shuka. Gold is now down $2.50 to $3,347. And silver's down 3 cents tonight to 38.20. Almost at the same pace as gold tonight. All right, Coins A to Z is right. It is a quarter. It is a quota. B Taylor almost. It was a $half, but it is not a piece dollar. It is not a pocket piece. It is a quarter. Can you guess the date on the quarter? The quarter. Not a Morgan, not an ASC. Let me flip it again. You should be able to tell the date by me flipping it, the exact date. I should give it away. This flip should give it away. And I just let it happen again. As soon as she said don't let it happen again, I just did it again. Let's see here. Oh, I almost dropped it, but I didn't. All right. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. Can you guess the date on the quarter? I don't know why I'm saying quarter like I'm from Boston, but I got to do it. Not 1964. That would be a good guess. That is a good guess. Not 1950. Not 1972, because that would just sound very different if it was in 1972. It is not 1962. And somebody's going to get it right one of these days. They're going to get it right. I just know it. I can feel it in my veins. Not 1957. Not 1950. Somebody already guessed 1950. And not 2027. But you're close. If we were measuring it by whole millennia, that would be close. Not 1953. 1955. No. Not 61. Not 61. Come on, I want somebody to get it so bad. Not 1776. They didn't have a quarter in 1976. Or 1776, rather. Not 1900. I'll give you a hint. It's silver. It's silver. Not 1932. But it is a Washington quarter. That should narrow it down. Yes, indeed. Not 58. Not 1952. It is... I'm trying to think of another hint I could give you. 1960, B. Taylor's got it. B. Taylor, boom shalaka, boom, 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 bagaga. B. Taylor with 1960. It is a 1960. All right, David Stephenson got it right too. Now, everybody type 1960 so that I can say you guys are all right. You guys got it correct, okay? Everybody type in 1960. Just type in 1960. And then I can say, look, all you guys got it right too. But the OG of guesses goes to B. Taylor. That's right. B. Taylor. Very, very good. You guys are great. Or start guessing wrong dates. Yeah, just put wrong dates in there. People are oh, Albert said 1962. Did you say it before? Did you say it before, B. Taylor? I'm looking at Albert's. I don't see Albert's. Oh, yes, Albert. I'm sorry. Albert was right. Oh, my goodness. Albert was first to say it. I missed it. But, sorry, Albert got it right first. Okay. Thank you, Albert. Sorry about that. I just saw that. I missed it. But B. Taylor got it second. But Albert was the original gangster of getting it correct first. Way to go, Albert. Nice, nice. All right. You guys are great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's not a Denver minted 1960, by the way. It is a Philly minted 1960. All right. Well done, Albert. All right. Let's get back over here to some fun stuff with the big dogs. Says here, I have only one of your salivate metal. Capsulize it too. Stack on. Nice. All right. Thank you. He's got one of those. I think once they run out, I need to find out how many are left. But once they run out of Summit Metals for the salivate metal round, I'm not sure what it's going to take to get them back in stock again. I'm not sure. But let me see. I'm pretty sure they're still in stock, though, now. And the link to those are in the description of this live stream. Or else you could just go to the Summit Metals page and type in Sal. And then you click on it. And there it is. And it is still in stock. And yeah. All right, there it is. Little expensive. My premium is very, very low. I've shrunk my premium on these, but I think because they bought a smaller amount of them, the price is higher. And I think that's one of the things, too, that's going to be a challenge to get them back in stock, because Intaglio Mint is really cracking down on these smaller orders. And so they're raising their prices. And so that's why this thing is so expensive. And that's probably why people aren't buying them as much. And if we got a review on it, let's see here. I don't know if there's any reviews on it now, but anyways. But yeah. So the one here, the one that was number one on this is probably because of the price, is my guess. But let's see. Or that may be just general reviews. I'm not sure. But anyways. But there it is. Okay. All right. Let's get back over here to this. We've got Wicked Sticky Flowers. Thanks, Sal. Thank you so much, Wicked Sticky Flowers. Appreciate you so much. You guys are awesome. And let's take a look at the markets again. Not a lot of activity, but they are slightly down. All the metals are. Gold down $2.80, 0.08% drop to $3,347.10. Silver down 2 cents, 0.07% decrease. So going right at the same pace that gold is, down to 38.21. Matthew Crustlife is there. He's there with us fishing in Intaglio. I'm not sure where they're at, THS. Not sure where they're out of, actually. They might be Texas, but I'm not sure. Not sure. Let's see here. You guys are great. Yeah, where's Lisa Anderson? I'm not sure where Lisa is. We miss her. Hopefully she'll come in tonight. Annie Oakley has not been on for a little while, too. Delivery times are longer. Yes, indeed. And palladium is the only metal that's been in the green all night tonight, except for a very brief amount of time for gold being up 30 cents. Other than that, or up 70 cents early in the night. All right, thank you so much, Andre EB. Thank you for watching. Appreciate that and for being here. Advice every day. Thank you. All right. So there's where the markets are now, slightly moving in the down direction. And very good. There's Crusty White Bread is with us here, living the crust life. That's right. Crusty White Bread and Matthew Crust Life. I like it. 2 crusts right in the same chat. Turo 195810 says, are they selling the scope yet? I have one, but not with the weight scale. I'd like to buy one. I don't see it for sale yet. Check it out on Amazon. I think there was a delay in it, but hopefully that'll be coming to Amazon. If it does, I will post a link in the description of that video to the direct link for it on Amazon, but I've not been made aware of it that it's there yet. But keep on searching. Very good. And let's see here. Thanks, Sal, from Major Tom Mason. Thank you. Appreciate you watching and chiming in here. Pretty cool, Sal says. Ominous Rooster. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed that. A little different video. I do different types of videos from time to time, and glad you're watching it. Very, very good. All right. And let's see here. All right. CCT, have a good night, Cybercurrent Twitcher. Thank you for being here. All right. All right. To get a safe surgery by my birthday. Oh, man, I have to have surgery. I'm sorry, Bill457. I hope it goes smooth for you. It always makes me nervous thinking about being put under the knife, so I pray it all goes well, whenever that is. Yes, have a good night, CCT. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. All right. Let's see here. We've got the Bikini Woman. Says this here. Okay now, Sal, that Republic of Korea gold coin is spectacular. I love it. All right, then glad you enjoy that. I like to pull that out from time to time. Shown them before, but thank you so much. Tucson Bubba is sanitizing the chat with a bourbon pump. There he is. Thank you, Tucson Bubba. Ardell is with us tonight. Good to see Ardell. Neil K is still here. Carrie Tarrant is still with us as I continue to peruse our way through the broadcast here tonight, answering your comments and checking out what the markets are doing. Yes, indeed, we do that because we enjoy it. It's what we do every Sunday night. Bo Dink, sounds great. Whose plan, and will it ever come to fruition? Well, it's their plan so far. I'm not seeing the legislative pickups on it yet, but anyways. Whoa, thank you so much, Silver Oceans, and with the $4.99 super chat, says Colombian roast accent. There you go, Slurp. Oh, yes, you gotta love it. Very, very good. Nice. And actually, yes, indeed. I don't have coffee tonight. I'm slurping a special kind of hot chocolate from Mexico. And it's lukewarm to cold right now. So anyways. All right. And excuse me, I'll whip this out, says Michael K. Exactly right. Thank you again, Silver Oceans. Appreciate that super chat, my friend. And Colombian roast sounds really good. Carrie Tarrant says, you always get the coolest stuff to review. All my copper rounds were gifts, so I think they're cool. There you go. If they're gifts, that's great. And that's a plus. Big time plus. All right. Let's see here. And we've got Ardell, who is in here in this broadcast tonight. We appreciate him being here and watching these videos. He says, that was a very informative video, Sal. I enjoyed every minute of it. Will we see it in our lifetime? I don't know. We can only hope and prepare. See tonight. Yes, that's right. And if we don't know, it's just a proposal at this point. It would be fascinating if it did make its way through. But hey, there's a lot more happening there. Hot for the coffee. That's right, collector. That's exactly right. And let's see here what we've got. We've got Jax Hack says, I was waiting for you to cover this. I've been telling people about it. Awesome. Well, thank you. I hope you will share this video because this video did not get very many views at all. So I think it's an important message. It'd be nice to get it out there, but thank you so much. Hillcracker Stacker says, wow, wouldn't that be something? Thanks to Sal and the Salivation Nation for getting that out there. Best metals channel out there. Well, thank you, Hillcracker. I think I'm the only one that's covered this. And I try to do stuff that's on the edge and what people are talking about. And so thank you for noticing. I really, really appreciate that very, very much. All right. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. The High Desert Pioneer is here with us. Welcome, High Desert Pioneer. And Sterling Cannabis is here. And Silver Heist is with us as well. The one and the only. And Bill Arrington, Sal, I like that, the history lesson on money. I'm going to share that with my grandkids. I think you should do more vids like this. Yes, and I would. I'd love to do more vids like this. The thing is, it takes a lot of time and energy, and the amount of views is very small in comparison, but thank you. We do have a new subscriber, Kuharam Sofriyan. Thank you for subscribing, Kuharam. Appreciate that. see that pops up. It lets me know when a new subscriber does it during this broadcast. All right. Yes, indeed. And let's refresh this and see what we've got with the markets happening right now. We can see that gold is down 0.1%, $3.40 at 33.46 and 50 cents. Silver's down 0.08, so it's fallen less than gold now to now 38.20. Long time. Oh shoot. Oh, I'm sorry. Rich. Okay, I didn't even see that. Rich. Okay. All right. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Silver High. So Rich. Okay. So a little bit of a mistake there. Rich, whoever Rich is, got timed out, but hopefully he's back now. Thank you. I didn't see it. But if it's just a timeout, he should be back. I don't want him to be banned. That must have been just a mistake. So thank you, 8-inch Destroyer. Which one's Rich? I'm trying to find his comment. But anyways, Rich. We appreciate everybody being here. You guys are awesome. All right, let's see here. Let's see what's popped up in between. We've got more stuff coming in here. Who's Your Stacker is here. Welcome, Who's Your Stacker? Yes, indeed, the one and the only. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Who's Your Stacker? Great guy. Willa says, so this sounds like tokenizing everything and making it transactable via stablecoin. The beginning of our doom. Well, like I said, anything mankind gets involved in, there's potential for corruption. But I think it's going to be backed by precious metals, 10%, and other things. That would become standardized and checked again, hopefully. But we'll see here. Rich Jones. Okay, Rich Jones. Okay. Well, Rich Jones, if you're still listening, I think you're back. I don't know how long the timeout lasted for, but it was a mistake, so I hope you will come back. Thank you, Rich. Sorry about that. Thank you, 8-inch Destroyer, for letting me know. All right. Mighty Mike says, if banks buy gold, they will want a lower price. I would expect another squeeze before a spike. All right. Yes. That's right. Maybe we'll see that. Javier Corral, I think it is over for now. All I own is 2 1/4 ounce coins. Then maybe I should trade them for generic silver. When the GSR favors silver, I can trade back for them. Be careful with those trades. By the way, trading gold for silver, because most places are not going to honor the true gold to silver ratio. They won't honor that. So we'll see here. All right. Let's see here. Okay, but yeah, just be careful with that. Let's get this thing going here. All right, put some chaser in there now. We've got Nobody Cares says this. Let me get over to this. Pull this out. We got to be efficient here. We got to make this thing work. It says, the way things are shaping, I only see it going up as we are being thrown into debtor's prison under the Stable Coin Act. I would say gold starts shining even brighter. Yes, well, apparently the Genius Act, which I think is the Gold Stable Coins Act, if the Senate pulls out the CBDC part, then yes, you're right. But if they don't, and it stays in there to prevent CBDCs, we're in good shape at least until it does get proposed by legislation again. So we'll see here. Either way, you stack gold and silver, you're going to be fine in the long run. Silver Heist says here, the Libertad gold bullion coin, or Libertad bullion coin, is produced in the widest variety of sizes of all bullion coins, from A to C and all the way to double D. That's right, exactly. Exactly right. Hello to Bullion Brent. Good to see you. So hopefully Rich is still with us. I don't think if it was just a timeout, it wasn't a ban. So hopefully he comes back and realizes it was a mistake. But let's see here. Yeah, because I value everybody here. Don't want anybody. Let's see here. Okay, Hillbilly Stacker says, we shall see. Would love to see gold fall back a little bit. Sale price, exactly. Me too. Definitely. Jaden Fright on this video Oh, okay, let me see here. Sent me an important email. Okay, let's see here. Thank you, Rich. Okay, very good. All right. Uh. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's see here. Hold on a second here. Hold on. I'm checking some stuff out here. Okay, all right. Okay, now I get. Thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you, James Unleashed. Now, okay, I thought it was a mistake. No. All right, so it was good. It was good it was timed out. Thank you. 8-inch Destroyer, thank you. All right, thank you. Okay, I didn't see that. So thank you, 8-inch Destroyer. Thank you. I appreciate that. No worries. All right. Yeah, I completely missed that. Thank you, James Unleashed. James Unleashed found what he said and sent me a screenshot. So thank you. I'm glad I've got some good mods here. You guys are great. Thank you so much, 8-inch Destroyer. Appreciate you, buddy. You were the man. I don't know why Rich Jones is mad at me, but I see that. Let's see here. Yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, so likely he's not here. He just wanted to troll and then head out. But thank you. All right. Sorry about that. I misunderstood. All right. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So now, precious metals are also weighted in a unit known as a pennyweight. That's right. The pennyweights are another unit. I should have mentioned that in the video. Whose symbol is DWT. There are 20 pennyweights to a 1 troy ounce. The D is abbreviated symbol from denarius, which was an ancient Roman silver coin. Exactly. Thank you. Did not know that. That's cool. Yeah, I knew about the pennyweights, but I didn't know about the that was abbreviation from denarius. Mr. Silver Eagle is here. Very good. Thank you so much for being here, Mr. Silver Eagle. Yes, indeed. THS is with us tonight. Good to see THS. All right. Very good. And Richard Metcalf, we never know what is coming around the corner. I wouldn't think not much has changed as far as the fundamentals. All right. Yep, not much has changed. That's still true. No matter what happens, no matter what they do, the fundamentals remain the same for gold and silver. For gold and silver, for gold and silver. That's right. And Ryan says bronze rose in price. Bronze rose in price. I'm not sure what that has to do with copper. Bronze is an alloy of copper and zinc, but usually it's copper prices. Very good. Cell derangement syndrome. There you go. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I missed all of that. When he said that stuff. Crazy. All right, let's take a look now, shall we, and see exactly what's going on with the markets. What are they doing to us tonight now, folks? Let's see here. We got gold down $2.60 to $3,347.30. Silver is down 3 cents at $38.20. Staying pretty much the same. Not much activity here in the markets. They've kind of been down, but not out. That's for sure. Not down, but not out. Very good. All right. Let's see here. Okay. And let's see here. We got Bill 457. Market watch is going to be interesting. Will it hit? Use silver, guess, or drop? Yes, indeed. Sure is. And so far, by the way, we've not made mention of this until recently. But 58%, it's growing. There's more of you now that believe that silver is going to get to $40 by the end of this week. And so 58% of you believe that we're going to see $40 by the end of the week. The balance think not. And so, yes, we'll see if it happens. Now, if I had to vote in the poll, and I can't vote in my own poll, I would say probably it won't hit $40 again this week. But I could be very wrong on that. All right. Hey, thank you so much, Coins A to Z. Thanks for popping in. He's going to copulate even more this week just to ensure these kids my wife has will take your sub count to. All right, there you go. You're going to have a lot of fun doing that. You're going to be very, very busy to get me to that. But thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. All accounts. Yes, indeed. That's a very short gestation period. Nonetheless, there it is. We have 444 votes in the poll. 42% say it will not happen. So we'll see what happens. I don't think we're going to see it hit 40 either. But the majority of you think it will, and a growing majority. It started out at about 55%, and then 52, and now it's up to 58%. So there it is. So very interesting poll and results. Nicely done. Appreciate you guys participating. Always appreciate your opinion. Yes, indeed. Except for 79's. Her opinion. No, I'm kidding. I appreciate her opinion too. All right. Very good. All right. Let's see here. Mario says, good show, brother. Thank you so much, Mario. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And Castle Grayskull. All right. I have the power. So when it runs up to 34.50 next time, is the run back on? I would say so. If, right now it is at 33.45. That's $100. If it goes up that much in a couple of days, then the run is probably back on. Yes, indeed. So there it is. And so right now, gold is now trading now down $2.80. Silver is now down just 2 cents tonight now, folks. This is a little bit different. This is the highest drop, the highest we've seen silver tonight, 38.21, although it shows 38.23 over there. But we could see it move in positive territory. We'll see here. 8-inch destroyer, will you let me time out 79 just once, please? Yes, you can time her out once, just one time, for a short amount of time, just for fun. She knows you guys like to have fun. You like to time each other out. Go for it. Give her a little timeout. She's been a naughty girl. You have to spank her on the way out, though, if you do it. Just a little short timeout. Yes, indeed. All right. You may be right. I might be crazy. You all just an illusion of what we're looking for. A little Billy Joel action here. All right. Okay, so there's where the markets are. Let's see what we've got here. Commenting for this algorithm. Always appreciated. Thanks, Coins A to Z. He's recently was in here. Had to say goodnight. But Kookaburra, man, it's all good. Nice video and thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, Mr. Kookaburra. You were the man. Let's see what we've got. I know we've got a few more comments that have made our way through this device here. We've got $37.50 by the end of the year, $4,000 by the first quarter of 2026, says Bo Dink for gold. And I could see that happening. I really could. I'm more open-minded to some of these prices, but that's not that big of a jump. I think it's probably going to take a little bit more geopolitical concerns and central bank buying announcements in order to make that happen, though. All right. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Let's see what we've got happening here. Mario says, see you at 8, brother. All right, thank you, Mario. We are here at 6. I think Mario is in the chat with us here, too. So thank you, thank you, thank you. There's Silver Sleuth that's here from the Blue Man Group. Anonymous Stacker says this. Anonymous Stacker says, this is just consolidation. It is natural. The uptrend will continue. The fundamentals driving gold have not changed and are not going to change anytime soon. Yep, I tend to agree with you. But the thing is as long as it's flat, that means the rally is paused. Maybe the best way to put it is, has the gold rally paused? You know what I mean? But very good. All right, let's see here. We've got this from Ominous Rooster. Says the following. Let me get over here to make this thing more efficient for us. If gold plans to move upwards, let's hope the fall isn't hard to a much lower price point. I cringed when gold hit $2,600. Now look at it. The sky's the limit. Exactly. It's crazy. I remember when it hit $2,000, I thought, man, this is crazy. $2,000 gold. Now we're thinking $3,000 gold would be cheap. It's crazy. Crazy. All right, let's see here. All right. Let's get over here to this. We've got Spirit-Filled Mind. It says, this is such clickbait. I'm asking a question. Is the gold price over? And that's clickbait. You and every precious metal stacker knows that gold and silver will always go up as long as the dollar depreciates, which it always will. Well, spirit-filled mind, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. There's obviously so much you don't know about the markets that most precious metal stackers do know about the markets. Let's take, for instance, a normal silver market. In 2016, silver was $32 an ounce. By 2019, that's 3 years it had dropped to about $19 an ounce. And so gold and silver, they will not always go up as long as the dollar depreciates. That does not happen. Not all the time, and that's coming out. And gold, same thing. Gold went from $2,000 an ounce down to in April in 2020 back down to the $1,700-$1,800 range, and that was with the dollar depreciating. So it does not always do that. Spirit-filled mind. So before you call this clickbait, educate yourself. And by the way, you should look up the definition of what clickbait is too. And so I think you gotta check yourself. And if your spirit-filled mindset is that of such, you probably wouldn't be saying such things. Willa, if gold increases, I think it will be in the neighborhood of $3,900 an ounce. If it decreases, I think we'll be looking at the neighborhood of $2,800 an ounce. That's a big range, Willa, and that could be the case. That very well could be the case. That's a huge range. I don't know that I'm there on that range. I think it's slightly narrower. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, decreases. I don't think we're going to see below 3,000, but I could be wrong in that. But anyways, all right. I'm a chick bait. There you go. I wish. That'd be nice. But anyways, check yourself before you wreck yourself, fool. That's right. DHS has got it. Some of these people, it's crazy. But I got to tell you something. And I think, let me tell you the story of somebody who came in. I'm not going to say who it was because I had a back and forth with them. They said, "Yeah, accused me of clickbait and said that I mentioned a video that gold prices have doubled since 2022." And he says, "That's a lie. I can't believe you did that. I've unsubscribed from your channel because of that." Well, when I proved to him and just told him to look, check it out. And check out the price did go. And and there's Collector was in that conversation too, and she said it as well. And just takes a Google search to find out that it actually did. And then he came back and admitted that it almost doubled. But then I said no, it actually did double, completely doubled. And finally, after a while, he came back and apologized, and I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked that he apologized. I was like, that's great, because most of them, whenever you tell them that, whenever you point out facts to them, they just go away. They don't come back. And I told the guy, I said, hey, just because I'm right about this does not mean that I'm going to be right all the time. There's going to be times where I'm wrong. But if I'm wrong, show a little grace. Let me know I'm wrong, but don't be so rude about it and say, hey, I'm out of here because you said this thing wrong, or I'm unsubscribing, or what have you. So anyways, but that's people can get so high-minded or on their high horse. And so I appreciate that guy for coming back and apologizing, as I was not expecting that, honestly. And it was a good apology too. I was like, wow. So thank you. That does not happen very often. But people, they get keyboard warrior and they say things, and it's just crazy. Yeah. Real men own up and eat the crow. Because I've had to do it many times on this channel. Because I've been wrong. In fact, there was one video about Russia that I did that I got completely wrong, because I was reading a source that I read a couple different sources and they got it wrong. So it's like, I better correct the record on this. So I did a video correcting the record. I don't like to be wrong. If there's things that I get wrong, I want to correct it, and I want to admit it. But if you approach it in such a way that you're not arrogant about it, or what have you, like for instance, let's look at the spirit-filled mindset. This guy, he's coming in with an extremely arrogant attitude, and it's like, and he's completely wrong. He's absolutely completely wrong on this, but he's coming to it like he's exactly right and everything. And so because he's right and I'm wrong, it's clickbait. The nothing, I think, that really just is more annoying to me. When people call my videos clickbait and they don't even know what the word means. You know, I use click-friendly titles. I have to have titles that are catchy, but a clickbait implies deception, and I don't feel like I'm being deceptive with my videos. So anyways, all right, enough of that rant. Let's get to a couple more comments. Before we get there, let's take a look at the markets again. Silver is trying to creep up. Silver is trying to pop up here. It is now down just 2 cents at 38.21. Gold is down $2.70. Platinum down 1, and palladium now up only $6. That's a day very good. Easier to apologize and ask for permission. That's right. All right. Let's see here. And where are we? Let's get back to some of these comments and see what some of you folks are saying here. We've got Tyler Man, 7985. Says this: forget industrial use. When PMs becomes the negotiable form of settlement, then that's when we'll see silver catch up to gold. Gold is the currency of kings, but silver is the currency of the people. Our founders knew no country survives if they debase their currency. Something is coming. Yes. And that's part of what I talked about in this morning's video. But thank you, Tyler. Man, appreciate that. And let's see here. Where are we at? Let's get to the next comment and see what it says. Bill Button, we are only partially into the mother of bull runs, maybe 5 years into it. 2035 is a good year to look to. Until then, you are taking more pittance for your elements. All right. Yeah, I mean, anybody could say whatever's going to happen way down the line 10 years from now. Anything could happen there. I don't know. I don't know if anybody really knows. Kookaburra Man, it's going to come down crashing soon. All right. So some people think it's going to crash pretty hard. We'll see. I don't think that's going to happen. But anyways. Junior Fresnetta says here, let me get over here. He says, luckily today, global debt grew by between 800 to 1.2 billion and did the same thing yesterday and will continue tomorrow. That's the elephant that inevitably makes gold unstoppable. Just sit back and wait. Yep, I think you're right. Not just U.S. debt, but global debt. Yes, indeed. That's right. Very good. All right. There's Niels Han Dynasty with us. Good to see. And Lisa Anderson is here. Welcome, Lisa Anderson. Glad you're here with us tonight. All right. And we've got Silverstruck. Silverstruck, another great channel. He did a really good video on the Morgan and Peace dollars. Check out his channel. He says, I don't mind gold going sideways in the charts for a bit before we get to next level up. Debt is not decreasing, and the dollar is weak. What is the upside for the U.S. dollar? Great video, Sal. Full listen to the end. Thank you for listening to the end. I appreciate that, Silverstruck. Definitely. All right. El Snapitan. Loving this movement lately. I think the lie is that gold is king and silver is the people's money. I believe that silver is more precious and less quantity than gold. The Grand Canyon full. Yeah, it's not been proven to be the case that there's all that gold in the Grand Canyon. Of course, it's hard to prove because it's protected land, but that rumor's been going around since the early 1900s, late 1800s. And actually, there's a good channel. Belang P did a video about that, actually. It's pretty wild. But, yeah, so I don't think... and there's no situation where silver is more rare than gold. By any and every single measure, silver is more plentiful. It does not mean that silver is not valuable. That does not mean that silver is not precious. It does not mean that it's not rare in comparison to others. But it means that it is a metal that has so many different uses, and you can see supply chain crunches. And we're witnessing it now. There's a supply chain crunch that's caused a squeeze in the industrial side. But anyways, all right. What did you do, 79? Did you time out Niels Han Dynasty? My goodness gracious. Oh, man, let's see here. Okay, let's see here. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Alan Church says, every individual has their own goal and their own chosen strategy and seems to achieve it. Personally, I adjust my buying as a result of how I see things and, of course, what I can afford to do at any point in time. I still purchase precious metals on a regular basis. However, as one thing I'm sure is that fiat currency is on an ever faster downward path of value. Exactly right. You're right, Alan Church. Exactly right. Very good. Let's see here. And let's get over here. We've got Kookaburra Man on this video. Says Trump is a joke and a clown. I am plenty sure that all the former Republican presidents and vice presidents can agree. Not sure what you guys see in him. All talk and no action, which proves the fear is stronger than love, and the majority of the Americans are brainwashed too. Well, I respectfully disagree with you on that, Kookaburra Man. Trump is not perfect. Some things he's not handling well, but he is a man of action. He's already got a lot of stuff done, even if it's not as full as we'd like, as far as the no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security and overtime. But still, there's a lot of good that he's been doing, and he's a man of action. Very good. Is it Silver Gold Man, half dollar one? Silver Gold Man? Of course, I never remember hearing him make that claim, and that is indeed him. But that's about the silliest thing you could ever conceive of for a claim about 999 versus 49s being 10th more pure. It's crazy. Was it Silver Gold Man connecting the dots? All right, let's see here. Yes, it was Silver Gold Man. Okay, wonder what he's up to these days, or is he? I don't know. I've heard different rumors, but Silver Gold Man, it was fun. I remember, never forget, we were in one of those back when they had the Google Hangouts. We had him in there. We were kind of trolling him a little bit. It was just like it was kind of fun. But anyways, 3,600 2025, 4,000 in 2026. Okay, thank you for your price targets are very cool. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I know that's crazy. Half dollar one, insane. All right. Okay, let's peruse our way through here. And we've got Mario Vieira says here, I believe gold will go sideways for another month and then shoot up. Silver will rise by $1 in the next 3 weeks. Okay, wow. All right, thank you, Mario. All right, silver will rise $1 in the next 3 weeks. I could see that happening. I could see that happening for sure. All right. Very good. Looks like we've caught up with the comments. Let's see what the markets are doing now. And look at that. Oh, look at this tonight, folks. Platinum has flatlined. Platinum has flatlined tonight to 1431. And silver is only down 1 shiny red cent tonight. That's it. It is down just 1 shiny red cent to $38.22. Gold is down $1.60 tonight. So we may see silver pop on out into the green territory as the evening hours continue. But there it is. That's as high as it's been tonight, although it says 38.23 there, which means it would have flatlined. But there it is. All right. Very good. All right. Very good. Well, folks, this has been a great time tonight. I appreciate you guys joining me here. Keep an eye on these markets. We'll see what happens. We're going to refresh them one more time. Yes, indeed. Silver now down just 1 shiny red cent. So there it is. Well, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys being here with me tonight. Thank you again to 8-inch Destroyer for looking out for me on the Rich Jones comment. Sorry I missed it. Thank you. And thank you to JM Unleashed for letting me know about it. You guys have been great. Thank you guys for the super chats tonight and the round of the whatchamacallit, the gift memberships. It was a good run tonight of gift memberships. You guys are great. Appreciate you so much. I'm going to leave you with this sage piece of advice. Let's end this poll of 479 votes. 57% is going to go up to $40. 43% say no. So there it is. So keep your feet on the stars Keep reaching for the ground. Take care. Have a good night.